come back to studio and finish with our conversation here. And how soon are we likely to see these benefits? When we started, Peter, you emphasized that there are quite a number of economic benefits we are going to see. But how soon are we likely to see this take place?
Thanks, Betty. I think these benefits are immediate because if the train starts moving goods from Nairobi to Mombasa and reducing the number of trucks on the highway, that is an immediate benefit. And of course, manufacturers and importers and exporters will start talking about it, how fast they can move the goods clear the goods at the port, load them on the train and bring them to Nairobi, and how fast they can move them from Nairobi to Mombasa and onto the ships.
All right.
And I think it also bring more ships to Mombasa because we have had an issue with a lot of ships sometimes being stuck in Mombasa for 10 days, 2 weeks, and that causes a lot of demurrage because the owners of the cargo are the ones who are charged for the delays. It's like you take a taxi and you have waiting charge because you are sitting there, the taxi is waiting for you, you have a waiting charge. So when the ships dock in Mombasa and they are not able to offload within maybe the stipulated time in the contract, 3 to 5 days, then they start charging the owners of the cargo.
All right.
But if they are able to discharge faster and move away, then it means we can accommodate more ships as they come in and load cargo and take cargo to the export markets.
All right.
Yeah.
Sydney, your last thoughts about the expectations from your end of the SGR?
Well, I know expectations are high, but as we had said earlier, this railway and this SGR is a project that will have some tremendous change in terms of how we do business in Kenya and in the region. Therefore, people are expecting a lot, and as Peter has said, let's not be too quick to judge. We will see what happens, and in any case, businesses will be affected positively, mostly. A few negatives cannot fail to be there. But I also want to correct an impression created that I would support any economic saboteurs in any way. Of course, what I'm saying is that let us not be selective in the way we handle those who break the law. Let us ensure that law is applied, across board in a proper manner so that whoever is guilty of any offense, let the law take its own course. Because in fact, it is true that there are those who are messing around on our roads. And as you said, the scrap business, metal business is big business. We can see theft all over. Whoever breaks the law, let the law take its full course. That is what I would say. All
right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I have been...
Maybe
yes,
one last thought.
Sure.
Security. You mentioned security.
Yes.
You talked to Rita about security. This is paramount because the security of the SGR is very important. If you are ferrying 960 passengers on one train, you don't want saboteurs or terrorists, penetrating the system and blowing up the train. So security is paramount, and I hope that the security teams of the Kenya Railways will be vigilant. We have seen, in buildings in town, you go there and they just scan you and quickly you walk in. They don't even check what you're carrying. Sometimes because they know you, they don't even check you. So security must be emphasized every day, that anybody entering those facilities must be checked thoroughly. And I hope there are enough scanners to make sure that there's good security of the system and the passengers.
For me, it's just a matter of also calling upon Kenyans to look at our environment and respect the environment. Because in our area, in terms of priorities in this country, the environment is at the lowest bottom. And we have to really protect the environment and ensure that, as it is provided for in our constitution, it is a right to clean and healthy environment. Therefore, it is our business to ensure that we live in a good environment. And therefore, as they consider the issues of phase 2, let them take into consideration that this environment within Nairobi National Park, which Nairobi National Park is very critical to the survival of Nairobi as a city, must also be protected.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
I do agree with you, Sydney, on the environment.
Thank you very much for that. I've been speaking to Peter Warutere. He is an economist and also the former senior communications strategist at the World Bank. And also I've been speaking to Sydney Kuntai, who is an activist. Thank you very much for your time.
I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you.
And I hope that this conversation will continue.
It will definitely continue. Very many things to look at. Yes. All right. Thank you very much. So we'll be taking a break right now, but we'll be coming back shortly. And we'll also be taking a look at what's trending. We have Zinzi Kibiku. She's going to be talking to us about what are Kenyans saying